pitch on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So FIU's offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Handing off on the draw play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And this will be fair caught about the 15. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Receiver makes the grab, gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Here's the line. Doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, Chris, this is almost really like a punt. It's 3rd down and long. If you're going to throw a pick, this is the time to do it. Throw it way downfield. The defense, yeah, they intercepted, but because it's so far downfield, it's essentially a punt by the offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play.
Illegal block. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense ready to start this drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying to find room. It's Harvey. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
But the defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a 1st down. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the 1st quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the 2nd quarter of this playoff game. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Harvey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Defense. Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Here comes the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. This is the 6th play on the drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. A completion makes it 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kentucky. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. The pass rush closing in. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The short completion of the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. Pass caught. Fighting him off.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here.
Encroachment. Defense.
And the encroachment penalty moves the ball up a little bit. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Solid gain moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense still out there. 4 seconds to play in the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down. We're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida International.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is loose. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action here on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made down inside the 15. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. He hands it off from the gun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
So down. Go for two, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made. Room to run here. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. And he scores! Touchdown, Kentucky.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Punt team ready to boot it away. did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the kick will be down just inside the 45. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. That completion makes it second and short. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. First down here for this offense. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive start to the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
That neutral zone penalty pushes the ball up 5 yards. Second down after that previous play. And now they'll run it on the draw. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's got it. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Defense is coming after him. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the marker. Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Breaking free at midfield. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Seventh play of the drive coming up. They call the draw play here. On this drive, they're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down, but it's third down and 9 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to...
Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 40. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Panthers. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Here we go.
And the running back takes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. First down play call coming up. How impressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up.
They get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down. Second and goal for the offense. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time.
Defense.
Offense accepts the penalty, moves them a little farther from their own end zone. Offense facing second and goal. Direct snap to the back. He's swarmed by the defense. They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The punt team making their way on the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense really... Looking to throw it on first down. Caught quickly. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. We're going to chuck it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, FIU. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
I've been watching this guy all year, Chris. How fitting with the game on the line. In the biggest stage of the year in the playoff, they go to him late in the game to take the lead. Great catch, great job of running into the end zone. Now you're up 2. Which way will the head coach go here? The simple way, the extra point to go up 3, or potentially go for 2 here?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will not get there. The defense stops him, and so the lead is still 1. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Now they get set to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And a timeout on the field. Talk some strategy. A crucial moment here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a man down the middle. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Handing off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. We're in position now for a walk-off field goal, but you just got to be smart with the clock. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope. Hold on. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. There's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still a great year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.